Good morning, it is Tuesday the 10th of December, it's just about to turn 10:30 and I'm just about to go out and start a little bit of an Uber shift. I didn't do yesterday, I had two private jobs, so yeah, I'm pretty much free for 4 or 5 hours during the day, and then I'll be finishing to do the school run, so I will keep you posted in about an hour and see how we're getting on, see what the quiet hours are like. So it's just turned 1 o'clock, done 2.5 hours. Hasn't been too bad. Let me just come off a second, let me just see. Trips off at 11, I've done 9. So I'll just quickly scroll back. So it's took me back to... Should have clicked on this beforehand really. It's a bit slow, the app. Yeah, so I started at 10:30 and then my first job was Ormskirk to Southport. Not the greatest paying job, it was £10.26 for 8.9 miles, but I thought, well, I was going to drive into Ormskirk anyway, see if anything was happening, and if it wasn't, kind of head in the direction of Southport, so it was what it was. Straight after that I'd done a £4.63 for 2.4 miles, and then straight after that a little £3.79 for 1.77 miles. So that was the first hour, so that was roughly about 19 pound. Then I had a £3.68 for half a mile, a £5.57 for 2.3 miles, a £5.14 for 1.9 miles, a £3.94 for 1.6, £4.55 for 2.2, and then I've just done a £4.03 for 2 miles. So yeah, as you can see, all the jobs are really small, which I was kind of expecting. You know, it's a Tuesday, isn't it, in the middle of the dead hours, so I'm on like £45.60, so it works out at roughly £18 an hour I'm on. You know, it's not horrendous for the time of day. It wants me to take a photograph of myself now just because I've logged off. I don't know why. Do you think you're gonna like jump out and swap drivers or something? I've got no idea. So I've just gone back on there anyway. But yeah, it's kind of just little tiny jobs, you know, people just nipping into the town centre or nipping to work, things like that, nothing major. But yeah, other than that, it's been really quiet. So I've got about probably an hour and a half left before I need to be back at home. So I'll see what happens over the next hour and a half, and I'll give you a little update when I finish. So final update, it's just 2:30 and I've just got home. So where was we before? About 1 o'clock. I went on to a job that was including a £1 tip, £5.01 for 1.6 miles. I then had a £3.80 for 1.3 miles, and then I thought I was going to have to start heading back to a bit closer to home, and then a job popped up which was £11.25 for 8.9 miles, which was Southport to Ormskirk. So I took that, and that was basically it. That's all I've done. So I finished on £65.65, which was 12 jobs, which works out at £16.40 an hour. So yeah, not the greatest, but you know, I've had worse, so it is what it is, I suppose. I was just clicking on another couple of things then, because I was tracking how many more points I need, because it says collect 87 more points to achieve platinum, and then I noticed on there, so to be eligible for platinum you need to have a rating of 4.85 or above, which I have, and then a cancellation rate requires 4% or lower, and I'm on 3. But what I've noticed is my cancellation rate has always been like 1%, and then on, I think it was Saturday night, because I'd cancelled a job, my cancellation rate went to 2%, and then that was it. So I haven't done any other jobs since then, other than the jobs that I've done today. And then I've logged on and I've looked today, and my cancellation rate has increased again, but to 3%. But how's it increased to 3% when I haven't cancelled any jobs? So, yeah, got no idea how that works, unless that's, you know, something else Uber's got running in the background. And then they've got like this new feature to guide you on the road. So I think it's kind of like a new kind of heat map or something. See where the action is when you're with the earnings heat map. Your map now highlights grey zones and arrows that show you where you can expect higher earnings and shorter wait times based on historic data. Again, it goes on to say, the darker the grey, the better the opportunity. Spend less time waiting and more time earning. Surge areas will start to appear in orange and red, so you will always know where the most demand is to help decide if and when or where to drive. So basically, I forgot that it was basically going off historic data. I always just assumed that it's coming up because obviously it's busy in that area, so there's more jobs, there's more demand, and it was like live data that's coming in. But on both of them there, it's saying the surge bubbles are popping up, and it's doing that based upon historic data. So there might necessarily be a surge, because I've driven into surge areas where it's saying it's surging because I was basically driving in that general direction. When I first started, I drove to like 1 or 2 and realised it was just, you know, it was a lie. There was nothing once you got there. But yeah, I'll drive into some of them, and then you don't even get a single job request. And then what I noticed at the weekend, when it was like stormy, like the whole of the northwest was saying it was surging, but I think I got like 1 surge job in like the whole shift. So it's like, so where's the data coming from? Because it's saying that it's historic data, so it's telling you that's not live data, what's happening there and then. So yeah, they're just predicting it's going to be busy in that area, but then you get there and it's shut. So yeah, apparently I think like the kind of the logo looks like it's changed a little bit where it's telling you. But yeah, I don't really look at that. I don't even look at the feature that comes on there where you click on opportunities and it tells you the days of the week. So like if I click on it now, it's got like, there's football match on here, there's Huddersfield Town playing over there, Disney on Ice at the AO Arena, you know, things like that. But again, why would I want to drive from here for like over an hour to get to Manchester city centre to knock around the AO Arena? But I'm sure that's exactly what people do, but certainly not me. Yeah, and that's about it. So a little short shift, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I'll be back out again tomorrow, and I will see what happens on Tuesday.